Hey everyone, welcome to this daily Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for Tuesday, January 8th, 2019. All right, so today we have somewhat of a continuation of the energies from yesterday. Still the moon in Capricorn, which is about taking care of maybe some responsibilities today. Just basically doing the more reserved, responsible, and sort of committed approach to things. Now with this, Mercury is going to be squaring up to Mars exact today, but likely easing up as the day unfolds. So this could be a bit of tension perhaps involving maybe things like communication, maybe our thinking, and maybe our routine, at least collectively. So a really good way of consciously integrating this is through conscious awareness of our needs, of the conscious mind. And in this way, it does become very healthy and actually makes it a really good day for channeling maybe some of that initiative and action into some communications that may need to be done, or maybe some writing or learning or things on that level. All right, so that's the two most important things. We also have Venus slowly shifting into Scorpio this week, so our values are starting to shift into things like truth and depth and deeper meaning of things. And we'll do a quick weekly recap as well. All right, so let's take a look at all of this here in more detail when we return. All right, so here's the sky for this Tuesday. Now again, we are using the actual size of the constellations called true sidereal astrology, which does change the signs from mainstream astrology. So if you do notice some of the signs are different, definitely check out the link down below because yes, this does change the signs from mainstream. All right, so here we are in the very early phase of this lunar cycle. We just had that solar eclipse last weekend. And so we are in this crescent phase, which is still a time of new beginnings. Still really important to just sit with the new energy, see what new has been or is currently arising at this time. It could be insights, maybe things you're developing in your life, whatever it might be, and slowly implementing them perhaps, but with flexibility, with adaptability, because things are maybe still changing, right? The seedlings haven't quite yet sprouted yet. So good to just be open to new things and see where the energies are taking us slowly as we go through this week. Now with that solar eclipse in Sagittarius, the main focus has been on how we can focus on expanding our belief systems. Maybe the eclipse let us go of some past belief systems or limiting perspectives. And so now accessing this newfound sense of perspective, maybe some new beliefs, maybe a newfound spirit for life, and some of us even a newfound life path. So whatever the new beginning was for you, a good time to slowly move this energy forward. And again, that sort of expansive energy, anything that gives you a sense of spirit, potential, inspiration, really, really good to be focused on. And especially with Mercury, who's recently come in here, really good to expand our minds just in general. All right, but today the theme is going to be centered around more of the earth energy with the moon in Capricorn. This does emphasize things like taking care of maybe responsibilities, maybe commitments, maybe some long-term plans. So very different from Sag in the sense that this is about really doing the work and the reality of things, right? So great day to implement both of this, both the inspiration and the expansive mind balanced with the more contracting energy, the reality of things, the discipline, the hard work, the time that things take, right? This type of grounded energy, really good to implement here today. And we could just notice some themes around that. All right, so in terms of the aspects, we do have Mercury squaring Mars going exact. So this was an energy that we felt increasing from yesterday, is going to go exact, but mostly in the early part of the day for most of us. So easing up as the day unfolds. This could be a bit of maybe collective tension regarding mercurial things like communication, correspondence, short distance travel, like cars, things like this. So good to be, conscious of that and safe out there. Also maybe our thinking patterns, right? Maybe a bit of tension with, and maybe just all in all our routine. So this is the collective default. So it doesn't mean we're going to all of us be experiencing the suffering side to that or the challenging side to it, as much as it's a great opportunity to really channel this energy into constructive ways. So some good questions to ask today. Is there anything you can do involving maybe communication that might require some initiative or action, or a balanced initiative or action? Could be a good day for this. Anything involving thinking or learning or writing, right? Using the mind in any way that can be intentful and direct and active. And maybe with our routine as well. Really good to also incorporate some of that. But again, with conscious attention, because this sort of default might be towards rashness or impulsiveness or anger or frustrations. So with that extra attention, that present moment awareness, it really helps balance out this energy and helps us, again, channeling it into consciously intentful things with that awareness. So really good day of working with these things in that way, and it becomes very, very constructive with those intentions. All right, so that's the most important thing today, but like I said, easing up. So it's really a day of integrating that type of energy there with that. All right, so that's the most important stuff going on today. I do want to mention that Venus is going into Scorpio slowly but surely this part of the week. So our values, we may notice, are shifting a little bit. We may notice we're valuing a little bit more of maybe things like truth, honesty, vulnerability. You know, oftentimes Venus does represent relationships. And so really good to just notice that shift and be connecting in this way. You know, anything we can do to be vulnerable, open, honest, truthful, and develop trust in our relationships is a really good way of working with this Venus shift in the relationship side to it. But just in the general side, I think it's great to be enjoying these things, enjoying the deep truth, what truly matters in life, maybe deep things like spirituality, psychology. All of this stuff can be the enjoyment factor as we get into this middle to later part of the week. All right, everyone, so that's the day in a nutshell, all in all. And of course, let me talk about Mars. Don't want to leave Mars out. So Mars is in Pisces, right? So when it does come to these intentions we could be setting right now, that sort of Mars energy we're talking about, that intention, you know, that putting action into things, it's very important to be receptive in the process right now. You know, Mars in Pisces is all about that, well, present moment awareness and surrendering what's outside of our control, right? And trusting the divine process with things, right? So incorporating some beingness into the doingness or into the active life, really, really good with Mars in Pisces. All right, so today, though, the most important emphasis, particularly today, is going to be the moon in Capricorn. Themes around responsibilities, perhaps, embodying more of that side of ourself at least, and cultivating anything that does require that in our life. All in this crescent phase of the lunar cycle, which is a time of new beginnings. Still a good time to be sitting with it and slowly building some momentum as we go through the week. All right, so everyone, have a fantastic day. Thank you for watching, and I will see you all tomorrow for the daily forecast. Take care.